Hello, friend. Welcome to Happy Smile English. Today, I will tell you a special story. It is called The Second Chance Letter. It is a story about a man, a strange letter, and one more chance to change his life. My name is Anna, and now, let's begin. Mark was a quiet man in his early 30s. He lived alone in a small apartment on the 4th floor. Every morning, he woke up, made coffee, and went to work. His life was simple, but also a little lonely. Nothing special ever happened. Until one Friday morning. Mark opened his mailbox like always. There were 2 bills, 1 advertisement, and 1 small white envelope. The envelope had no stamp, no sender name, only his name written in blue ink. To Mark. He felt confused. He took the envelope upstairs, sat on his sofa, and opened it slowly. Inside was a letter. The handwriting looked familiar. Very familiar. He started to read. Hello, Mark. I am you, but not the you today. I am you from 10 years ago. Mark stopped. What? This is a joke, he said to himself, but he kept reading. I know you are surprised. I know you think this is impossible. But listen, I am writing to you because you need help. You need one more chance to help. Mark's hands shook a little. The handwriting looked exactly like his old writing from high school. The round letters, the messy lines. It was the same. The letter continued. Mark, you forgot many things. You forgot your dreams. You forgot your smile. You forgot the people who cared about you. But you still have time. Not much, but enough. Mark felt something cold in his chest. The next part of the letter shocked him even more. I will give you 3 days. In these 3 days, you can change something in your life. Something important. If you choose not to change, everything will stay the same. But if you choose to change, you will get your second chance. Mark closed his eyes. He felt dizzy. A letter from his younger self? A second chance? 3 days? He did not understand. At the bottom of the letter, there was one more line. Go to the place where you lost your smile. And then, a signature. His own signature from 10 years ago. Mark put the letter on the table. His heart beat fast. He tried to laugh, but he couldn't. Where I lost my smile? He whispered. He remembered something. A place. A memory. A girl. He stood up quickly. No, he said. It can't be. But deep inside, he knew exactly what the letter meant. And the 3 days start now. Mark could not stop thinking about the letter. It felt strange in his hands. It felt even stranger in his heart. What does it mean? He whispered to himself. He read the last line again. Go to the place where you lost your smile. Mark walked around his small apartment. He touched the old books on the shelf. He opened the window. He looked at the street below. Nothing helped. Then suddenly, a memory came to him. A quiet cafe on River Street. A small table near the window. A girl with warm brown eyes. Her name was Emma. 10 years ago, Emma was Mark's best friend. They studied together, laughed together, dreamed together. Maybe they were more than friends, but Mark never said the words. One day, they argued. He was young, scared, and proud. He walked away. She called his name. He didn't turn back. That was the last time he saw her. Mark felt a deep pain in his chest. "Yes," he whispered. "That is where I lost my smile." He looked at the letter again. 3 days. What should he do? After an hour of thinking, he made a decision. "I will go to the cafe," he said softly. "Just to see, just to understand." He put on a jacket, took the letter, and left his apartment. The air outside was cool and fresh. The city felt alive, but Mark felt nervous. His hands were cold. When he reached River Street, he saw the cafe. It looked different, but still familiar. The door was new, the sign was brighter. But the feeling, yes, it was the same. He took a deep breath and walked inside. The cafe was quiet. Soft music was playing. A few people sat at the tables. The smell of coffee filled the room. Mark's heart beat fast. He looked toward the window. The old table was still there. He walked to the counter. A friendly woman smiled at him. "Hello, what can I get for you?" "Just a coffee, black," Mark said. She nodded. As she prepared the drink, Mark looked around again. Then something happened. A young man standing behind Mark said, "Hey, are you okay? You look a little pale." Mark turned. The young man had kind eyes and a warm smile. He looked about 22. "I'm fine," Mark said softly. "Just thinking about the past." The young man nodded. "I know that feeling. Sometimes the past feels heavy, right?" Mark was surprised. "Yes, it does." Leo laughed a little. "My name is Leo, by the way." "I'm Mark." Leo looked at him with curiosity. "Are you waiting for someone?" Mark opened his mouth to answer, but before he could speak, the cafe door opened. A woman walked in. She wore a simple coat. Her hair was tied back. She looked calm, gentle, and familiar. Mark froze. It was Emma, 10 years older, but still Emma. Leo looked at Mark. "You know her." Mark couldn't speak. Emma walked to the counter, not seeing him yet. She ordered tea. Her voice was soft, just like before. Mark felt his heart shake. Leo whispered, "You should say hello." Mark shook his head. "No, I can't. She won't remember me." Leo smiled kindly. "You never know." Emma took her tea and turned around. Her eyes moved across the room and then stopped. She saw Mark. Her body froze for a moment. Her eyes grew wide. "Mark!" she said softly. His heart almost stopped. "Emma," he whispered. She walked closer, slowly, carefully. There was surprise in her eyes, and something else, something warm. I didn't expect to see you," she said. "Me neither," Mark answered. For a moment, they stood in silence. Then, Emma smiled. A small smile, but real. "It's been a long time," she said. "Yes," Mark whispered. 10 years. Emma looked at him gently. "You look different, but still the same." Mark felt something move inside his heart, something he thought he had lost forever. Hope. Mark and Emma sat down at the table by the window, the same place where everything ended 10 years ago, the same place where he lost his smile. Now, maybe, he could find it again. Emma held her warm cup of tea in both hands. Mark looked nervous, but he tried to smile. "So," Emma said softly, "how have you been?" Mark laughed a little. "Honestly,
Not great. Emma nodded, as if she understood. I'm sorry, she said. No, Mark said quickly. I'm the one who should say sorry. I walked away. I was young, scared, and proud, and I didn't know how to say how I felt. Emma looked down at her tea. Then she whispered, I waited for you to come back, even for a little while. Mark felt something break inside his heart. Emma, he said, I got a letter today. A letter? She asked. From who? Mark took the letter from his pocket and placed it on the table. From me, he said. From the me 10 years ago. Emma looked confused at first, then curious. What do you mean? Mark pushed the letter toward her.
She read the first lines, then looked up with wide eyes. This handwriting, it really looks like yours. It is mine, Mark said. I don't know how it's possible, but the letter told me to come here, to this place, because this is where I lost my smile. Emma looked at him with soft, warm eyes. And you came, she whispered. Yes, Mark said, because I didn't want to lose everything again. There was silence, but it was not a heavy silence. It was calm, full of something new. Emma took a slow breath. Mark, she said, there were things I wanted to say back then, but time passed. She looked at him gently. But it's not too late to talk now. Mark felt his eyes burn. He didn't cry, but he felt close. I want to change, he said quietly. I want to be better, and I want a second chance. Emma looked surprised, but she didn't look upset. She thought for a moment, then smiled. A second chance, she repeated. That sounds nice. Mark's heart felt warmer than it had in many years. Emma continued, We cannot change the past, but we can change today. Mark nodded. Yes, today. They talked for a long time, slowly, gently, honestly, about the past, about mistakes, about life. And little by little, Mark felt something opening inside him, something he thought he had lost forever. Hope and happiness. And yes, his smile. When the sky outside became dark, Emma stood up. I need to go home. It's late. Mark stood too.
Can I walk with you? He asked. Emma looked at him for a moment. Then she nodded. Yes, I would like that. They walked together on the quiet street. The night was cool and peaceful. When they reached the corner, Emma turned to him. I'm glad we met again today, she said. Me too, Mark answered. Emma looked shy for a second. Then she said something small and simple, but very important. Let's not disappear from each other again. Mark smiled. A real, bright smile. I won't, he said. Emma smiled back and walked away slowly. Mark watched her until she turned the corner. He took out the letter one more time. He read the last line again. You still have time. Not much, but enough. Mark folded the letter carefully and put it into his jacket. He looked at the night sky. Thank you, he whispered, to my younger self. He didn't know how the letter came to him. He didn't know if it was magic, fate, or something else. But he knew one thing. It came at the right moment, and it gave him a second chance. Meaning of the story. This story tells us that life always gives us another chance, but we must be brave enough to take it. We cannot change our past, but we can change our next step. Sometimes all we need is a moment of courage to say sorry, to forgive, or to try again. A second chance is not magic. It is a choice. Thank you for listening to this story on Happy Smile English. I hope the second chance letter touched your heart and helped you learn English in a warm and simple way. See you in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel.